Hey guys, welcome to my series of super late reviews. Next up is Kong Skull Island. And if you're wondering, yes, there is going to be spoilers in this video. So Kong Skull Island is the latest King Kong reboot and is a part of the recently rebooted Godzilla movie. I think that either came out 2014 or 15. I think it was 2014. So their goal is basically to set up a new cinematic universe, because who isn't already doing that, and eventually have King Kong and Godzilla throw down. And if you didn't know, King Kong is my boy. I love King Kong. Most notably, the Peter Jackson King Kong movie. I grew up loving this movie. Of course, as I got older, I started to see more of the flaws. Most notably, the first half of the movie was pretty slow. But yeah, I've always loved King Kong. I just really enjoy giant monster movies, which is one of the reasons why I was really let down by Godzilla. And I'm going to be comparing this movie a lot to Godzilla since it's in the same universe. But my problem with Godzilla is we only got a few short minutes of Godzilla. And I'm happy to say they learned from their mistakes in this movie. It's kind of funny because this movie is almost the exact opposite of Godzilla, where Godzilla tried to focus more on the humans and didn't really show any of the monsters. Whereas this movie didn't even really care about the humans, and their main job was to just focus on the monsters. And I think it's kind of funny that Godzilla was trying to give you good characters because the characters didn't really work in that movie. Whereas Kong Skull Island, it doesn't seem like they're really trying to give you deep, compelling characters, but funny enough, I actually walked away liking most of the characters. Now, this movie does have a little bit of Rogue One syndrome because a lot of the characters don't have character development, but I ended up walking away liking the characters anyway. Each character wasn't deep or rich or even had much to do, but they were still enjoyable. And an argument could be made is, did I like Tom Hiddleston's character or Brie Larson's character, or do I just like the actors? And part of it is, yeah, I just like the actors. I thought they added a nice vibe, a nice presence in the movie, even though they didn't have that much to do. I've seen the movie twice now, and after the first time I saw it, I thought Tom Hiddleston and Brie Larson was my favorite parts about the movie. But the second viewing, I could definitely say that John C. Reilly totally steals the show. I also think John C. Reilly had the biggest character arc, where they set him up in the beginning, and then later on we find out that he was once married and has a kid, and then they pay it off at the end really nicely. John C. Reilly also had a lot of funny moments, whether it be the ants joke, or when he was telling them about the skull crawlers, and they were like, "Why do you call them that?" And he was like, "Because it sounds neat. You could call them whatever you want. I'm just trying to scare you." Or when he was like, "You should have come here. You're all gonna die." He just had a lot of funny moments, and I found him to be really charismatic. This movie also really reminded me of Jurassic Park. This is what Jurassic World wanted to be. I think this movie is definitely better than any of the Jurassic Park sequels. This movie is also visually stunning. This movie is gorgeous to look at. I love the visual style and the cinematography. This movie is just really stylized with like the colored smoke, like there's orange smoke, blue smoke, green smoke, red smoke. We also had a lot of really cool shots, whether it be an explosion going off in the reflection of a guy's aviators. And also one of my favorite parts of the movie is Tom Hiddleston with a gas mask going through green smoke with a sword, cutting up a whole bunch of birds. I mean, that was a great moment. This movie just had a lot of cool moments like that. King Kong was perfect in this movie. I loved his action scene at the end fighting the giant skull crawler. That scene right there almost reminded me of the Peter Jackson King Kong fight where King Kong is fighting the dinosaurs. I can't say it's better, but it's right on that level. And for someone who really likes the 2005 movie, I can honestly say I like Kong Skull Island even more than that. John Goodman's also in this movie, and I thought he was pretty good. Samuel Jackson is one of my complaints about this movie, because I liked him at first. I get his motivation of wanting to get revenge on Kong, but eventually he just kind of lost me. Matter of fact, towards the end, Samuel Jackson was actually kind of annoying me. It almost seemed like he was willing to risk the lives of the rest of the people on Skull Island to kill Kong. And even after he found out about the skull crawlers, I don't know, I didn't care for Samuel Jackson in this movie. This is just a pure monster movie where you go, it's summertime, you eat some popcorn, it's just a pure popcorn flick. So while I thought there could have been more character development, I still walked away overall liking everybody and liking the action and loving the visual style of this movie. So I'm super excited for the future. There's a post-credit scene where it shows images of Godzilla, so I can't wait to see them throw down. So for me, I'm going to give Kong Skull Island a 7.5 out of 10. You know, honestly, even though I gave Logan a higher score, I kind of just enjoyed this movie more. Even though I know Logan is a better movie, I just had more fun with this movie. So anyway, what did you think about Kong Skull Island? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Make sure to like the video, and as always, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.